Welcome back to Paradise, day 2 of the Bad Boy Mowers battle for Atlantis, and our first semifinal on this Sunday afternoon has the potential to be a pretty darn good basketball game. The number 18 Baylor Bears facing the Indiana Hoosiers for a chance to play for a championship tomorrow. Evan Stockton, Alexis Ayala, glad to have you back in Paradise. Winner of this one gets the winner of North Carolina, Villanova. You know, one of the better players for Baylor, Lexi, is actually coming off the bench. Yaya Felder nearly had a triple-double yesterday for the Baylor Bears, so it's not just the starting five that can make an impact for them. As for Indiana, we've been talking about Garzone and the success she had yesterday, but also in that starting five, Sydney Parrish got going yesterday, and how about Lily Meister, who tied her career high, 20 points.
Meister did a really good job and almost had a double-double yesterday as well. 8 rebounds for Meister to go along with that career high.
Look at those slick black jerseys for the Indiana Hoosiers. The first time they're wearing the black against the bright yellow gold of Baylor. It's a colorful matchup in Paradise. Someone's playing for a championship tomorrow. Off we go in semifinal 1 of the Bad Boy Mowers battle for Atlantis. Jada Walker for Little Page Bugs. This Baylor offense is going to move and make you sweat all day defensively. Vonleh inside, who was stymied a bit yesterday. Her first shot today, no good. It will stay on this end. Inside Vonleh. Vonleh turning left, shooting and scoring.
Now Indiana needs to find some consistency on offense. Everyone needs to play on the same page.
Ciezki dribbled into the free throw line. That is a great shot flake. Get a floater that wouldn't fall. Meister down to the floor, and they will get a foul.
Watch how Ciezki freezes right here for a half a second, and it gets her the space to get that shot off.
Inside, Parrish was met by defense and another foul.
Great idea to go inside, especially against a Baylor team who has so many rim protectors. Parrish with the right idea, drawing contact.
Foul was on Little Page Bugs. Lexi, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, how Indiana wants Sydney Parrish to really start to open up offensively. They want to get her unglued. Why is she so important to Indiana's offense?
Parrish can do so many different things. She can get you on the block, but her shot is also so pure. She stepped up for help, stopped the drive, and got back to her player.
Andrews, no. That hit every inch of the rim, but just would not drop. More McNeil on the move. Parrish for 3. In and out.
Parrish missed that, but McNeil did do a much better job at getting her a crisp pass.
Walker no good. Oh my goodness, that went off Fauntleroy's face. It's Indiana basketball with Garzone and an IU lead.
Garzone plays with her own pace. She won't play to the speed that you want her to play at. She has this almost slow-mo mentality, and it freezes the defense up before she turns those jets on.
Quick trigger 3, not there. Baylor made all those threes yesterday. They haven't made one yet today.
Indiana needs to do a better job at finding the outlet sooner off the defensive rebound. They can get more transition points that way.
More McNeil finding Meister, and Indiana starting to find its footing offensively.
McNeil is really good at picking apart defenses, making them collapse into her.
Whistle, and it's going back to Indiana.
And Baylor's been feeding her down there. She hasn't made as many buckets as she'd want to yet, but now she definitely won't, having to sit on the bench with 2 fouls.
Ciezki dribble handoff to Garzone. Ciezki all alone for 3. What a start for Indiana.
10 points on the season so far, was an all Big Ten honorable mention last season.
Another missed shot for Baylor. Indiana got the rebound, and Madison Bartley commits the foul. It's a Hoosiers team that's already been battle-tested this year. A couple of losses for IU. Got a big win, though, at home against a ranked Stanford team last weekend and beat Columbia yesterday.
When they pulled off a win against such a strong team, that's when they started to find that identity, and they continued that streak yesterday.
I mean, if you're Baylor, this is just a nightmare start. Yesterday you couldn't miss. Today you can't buy a bucket. Already Indiana's shooting the rest of the quarter. Your best post presence in foul trouble. Not much is going right for Baylor right now.
What's weird is so often in the game of basketball, you come off a game like Baylor did yesterday, over 100 points, and sometimes you let yourself down a little bit on the next one.
No good on that Little Page Bugs jumper, and Indiana doing a nice job making sure there's no second chances for Baylor right now. Ciezki, great shot fake. Shay on the move. Bargesser into the game, kicking back to Ciezki. That's her second three, already for Indiana.
Ciezki, good off-the-ball movement. Indiana's doing a really good job at getting inside and then playing the inside-out game. When they get the paint touch and the ball movement, that's where Ciezki has been able to find those three balls. And then they've forced Baylor to commit turnovers like that.
Baylor right now just does not look comfortable. Vonleh, their starting center, is already in foul trouble and on the bench. Indiana keeps going inside. This start is remarkable. Striplin drops in the first bucket.
Everyone's getting a piece for Indiana right now. The team basketball, everyone playing their role, looks great.
Striplin tipped it away. Walker jumper not there. Going to get a foul on Baylor. That would be the second on Dariana Little Page Bugs.
Indiana has to continue doing what they're doing. That's getting inside of the paint. That's getting positioning and drawing foul. And even that's what drew the foul there.
Bargesser just got them both at the line. Hoosiers happy to have Lexus back in the lineup. Grass Lake, Michigan native, has missed some time this year with an injury, but back and in that rotation. She's brought a punch the last couple of games. All alone, Yaya Felder, who was the best player for Baylor yesterday, knocks down a three.
Felder comes in off the bench as such a spark plug. I would not be surprised if she makes her way into the starting lineup this season. A near triple-double yesterday.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Lex. Bargesser on the way to the rim. Off the bench, making it happen.
Bargesser doing a really good job off her own dribble on the drive, dipping that shoulder, and then another Baylor turnover. This time, Yarden Garzone charge.
Yarden will sit here. Indiana trying to make sure they don't get in the foul trouble that Baylor's in right now. Again, both of Baylor's centers, Vonleh and Bartley, are already in foul trouble here. Three on the way. Felder got it again. Yaya cannot miss these last couple of days.
Felder playing with such confidence, and Bargesser making the wrong decision going under the screen on Felder, who's been such score-first mentality lately.
Ciezki just inside the line, no, but a foul.
And that hesitation is so good. That's what always freezes the defense up and gets them off balance.
Terry Moore, a living legend on that Indiana campus, winningest coach in program history. Like I said, I'm sure there are a couple people who saw that Indiana lost a couple of early games and went, well, what's going wrong? Well, when Terry Moore's the head coach, more often than not, she's going to get to the bottom of it.
You're having a near brand new team almost every year. That's going to be something that you'll have to adjust with moving forward from now on, is finding that identity each year with your new team.
It's not going to flip immediately where you figure out who you go to. Last year when they needed a bucket, they went to Holmes every single time, it felt like.
Yeah, things are going to be different for Indiana this year, and they don't have necessarily that go-to scorer because on Indiana's team, everyone's pitching in and knows their role. That's the different type of style they're playing with this year.
More McNeil three, that's good. And Indiana continues to knock down shots from everywhere on that court.
McNeil, a shooter, always stays moving.
Offensive rebound, Little Page Bugs. Rare offensive rebound for Baylor in this first quarter. Next drive and handoff. That's a finish down low. Kyla Abraham may have to play big minutes in this one.
Yeah, Baylor needs more offensive rebounds. That's something that they normally excel at to give them second chance opportunities. And Andrews with a great find.
Cut to the rim. More McNeil, nice little fake. Missed the jumper. Rebound, back tap out. Chloe came out of the pack, and her second shot is good.
McNeil does a really nice job at finding the spaces within the defense. She ducks and dives and uses that ball handling to get where she wants to go.
Leroy looking inside. Little Paige Bugs fall away. That's good. That's a tough shot around the goal.
Little Paige Bugs has to get going. She hasn't shot enough today, especially when Baylor's this far behind. Little Paige Bugs has to be that player that starts to take it personal.
Ferguson, no. Lexi behind the play, so Baylor's got numbers here if they hurry up. They'll take a transition free, and Leroy gets it to go.
Transition threes always look so nice because there's so much rhythm behind them. Leroy got to take that 1-2 step straight into her shot. Perfect.
Baylor starting to find their offensive footing here. More McNeil step back jumper. That didn't feel like a shot.
No, McNeil is more of that spot up shooter from three or the driver slasher.
You wonder if she was trying to go 2 for 1 there. There's a 5-second difference game in shot clock here.
Not a bad idea.
It's been Indiana's quarter, but Baylor looking for a little late juice. Cut to the rim and a finish. Little Paige Bugs. That is why she's a problem. It's a nice surge to close the quarter. Little Paige Bugs got the shooter's touch. Indiana's got 10 seconds to work with here. Ciezki will get it up the floor. Shay Ciezki working on Walker. Got a step, threw it up, and got fouled. You know, Shay only took 5 shots yesterday, Lexi. Clearly she's come into this game with an effort to be more aggressive. First free throw was good. Second one drops in. Baylor's got a little time. Bears got to go quick. Walker, oh, she dribbled up the floor. Threw it up and nearly made it. Walker with a pretty good look, but Indiana with a lot of good things going.
The WNBA is a lot faster pace. Every pace or every level that you move up from high school to college is a huge change in pace. And then again for the WNBA. Two from Ciezki.
A little bit of offensive juice later on in that quarter, though. Trying to keep it going. Leroy 3, not there. And a whistle means it's Indiana ball anyway. Big reason why that Baylor bench was so upset. Dariana Little Paige Bugs just picked up her second foul. Great cut to the rim and a swat out of bounds.
Abraham, yeesh. That was like a volleyball spike. Abraham trying to make up for the backdoor cut.
He's got to play big minutes because already Vonleh and Bartley are in foul trouble for Baylor. Another whistle.
There was 3 Baylor players over there. They could have hit it to the other side in transition.
Felder for 3. Yaya again. What a remarkable weekend so far.
Felder coming off of what coach says was her best game with Baylor last game and coming in trying to make it her next best game.
Ciezki's got the answer for Indiana. That's her third 3.
Hand there and contesting.
Walker, tough shot. More McNeil had her pass tipped. Ball still loose. Parrish, a fortunate bounce and a layup for Sid.
Because you really want to fight and get through those screens. Make sure you're paying attention to your scout and getting over on that.
Walker jumper, not there. Abraham rebound, no, but a foul. Vonleh and Bartley, 2 of their best bigs, are in foul trouble. They both picked up 2 fouls pretty early in that first quarter. One more coming for Kyla. Both her parents were in the Air Force, one of 5 kids. And she missed both those free throws. She's 60% from the line this year. More McNeil with a good look inside. Meister got blocked and fouled. You dance with fire hoping they don't pick up their third. Now you wonder if Little Paige Bugs can even start the second half with those 3 fouls.
It's tough. Little Paige Bugs right now leading the way for Baylor with 7 rebounds, which is something that Baylor has to always, most oftentimes though, the magic number is 3 that sends you to the bench.
Walker attacks the rim and finishes right-handed. Baylor slimmed it down to single digits a couple of times in that first quarter. Moore, McNeil traveled, lost that pivot foot.
Stopping McNeil from going where she wanted to go.
Walker got it again, driving, kicking, found Yaya Felder. A rare miss. Abraham tipped the rebound back. Walker into the corner. Jennings three, no. And Abraham goes over the back. That's going to be her second foul.
Baylor is making such a better effort in crashing the O boards, but that time gets Parrish, and she's still down. Indiana not going to like that.
You can see that left leg get tangled under Abraham's body, and this is what happened during the commercial break. Sid being helped off the floor. Alexi, this is terrible news. You feel for Sid, who's such a good player, started her college career at Oregon. She was a player who the coaching staff told us entering the weekend, if we get her unglued offensively, we're a totally different team. And now it looks like Indiana's going to have to find a way to replace Sid for the remainder of the game, it looks like.
Really tough thing for Indiana to do. Parrish came in with such great energy today. She had 5 points, 3 boards already on the game, and even that doesn't show her impact that she was making out there on the court today. That's tough.
Indiana still got this 10-point lead, but now with Parrish injured and out for the moment, and missing that presence that she's brought. Another whistle away from the ball. There have been a lot of fouls in this game, and we got another Hoosier down. Oh boy.
Oh no. Ow.
That's Shay Ciezki, who's slow to get up, Lexi. She's IU's leading scorer with 12. And this is awful news. It happened on the right side of your screen.
Ciezki was tripped by Walker. Not intentionally. Walker was just trying to get over that screen to stay on Ciezki, who's been nailing threes all night, and tripped her on the way.
There's an offensive foul on the play, and Juliana LaMendola. Ciezki now, you can see at least walking under her own power.
Goodness, this is going to be a battle of just effort between this game. They're going to have to be throwing blows to each other.
Vonleh just missed the shot. She's back in with 2 fouls. Indiana on the break. Moore, McNeil to Bargesser, dribbling in for a 2. Missed the jumper.
Baylor running in transition quickly.
Walker up the floor, fouled by Lexi. Talking about Walker yesterday in that Baylor win over Southern Miss. Her ability to stop and start and change speeds is almost impossible.
Maybe 8 times out of 10. That help line has to be on the line and ready to step up to guard Walker.
Bargesser remaining in with those 2 fouls. This is an ongoing story for both teams with the foul trouble. Striplin handoff, Moore, McNeil. That ball rolls out of bounds. Baylor bench. Big final 3.5 of this first half. Indiana's led pretty much from jump. Felder puts her shoulder down. Yaya Felder again.
Felder opening herself up on the drive after making a couple threes. That'll get you inside with just a quick first step.
Great sign. Ciezki is back in. That is a good pass. Shot no good. Striplin. Little Page Bugs has 3. Dariana, we're not quite sure we're going to see her again.
Baylor is a team that honestly doesn't use their bench too often.
Felder gets a screen from Vonleh, slicing to the cup, missed it that time. Indiana wants to get this ball inside, but Striplin wasn't set up yet. Got to get the ball to Ciezki now. Tough catch. Shay on the move, got to the rim and got the roll. Shay Ciezki with 14 already.
Ciezki's ball handling stays on such a string. She's able to cut through and splice through the defense. goodness. She can score on all 3 levels.
A whistle and a foul. Vonleh out there with 2 fouls for Baylor. Coach is sometimes too scared to leave people out there with a couple of fouls.
Yeah, it all depends on how much the coach trusts you as well to stay and play clean. I mean, you really do have to change how you play defense quite a bit, especially if you're a physical player when you have foul trouble.
Vonleh the rebound, still in there with those couple of fouls. Vonleh just snatched down her 3rd board.
And Vonleh's doing a good job still playing tough defense with those 2 fouls.
Yaya Felder again. More McNeil lines it up. 3 balls short. Walker the long rebound. Back to Yaya Felder. Already 14 in this game after a near triple-double yesterday. Long 3 on the way. Oh, she got it! Sarah Andrews from a different island.
Andrews was so good from 3 yesterday. Sometimes with 3-point shooters, it's a streakiness thing. If you see that ball go in, you're going to continue to nail those. Andrews on that right now.
5-second difference, game and shot clock here. Indiana just threw it away. This is a tremendous close. A 7-0 run for Baylor in the last 2 minutes. But a pretty comfortable first half for Indiana, but all of a sudden, Baylor is presenting a lot of problems. They'll play for the final shot of the first half. Walker throws it out. Fauntleroy, 3 not there. And Indiana's gonna have just a little bit of time.
Fauntleroy left wide open, seemed like she just got excited.
That's the end of the first half. Indiana got off to an incredible start, but Baylor has hung in the fight, and now they're in the thick of that fight after 20 minutes of hoops. Physical, intense, but we'll see how the second half goes. Fortunately, Sydney Parrish left in that first half with an injury. Don't have an update on her right now. We start the second half. Indiana in those black jerseys that they're wearing for the first time ever. Brought them pretty darn good luck in that first half. More McNeil swings to the corner. Dribble handoff, shot clock running down here. Chloe Moore McNeil, gotta let it go. Shot clock running down. Missed it short, Vonleh the rebound. Baylor brings it into the front court. Walker gets it inside to Vonleh, powers her way in. This is a 2-point game. Vonleh had to deal with some foul trouble in that first half. Multiple post players for Baylor had multiple fouls. Little Paige Bugs is on the floor, by the way, with those 3 personals. Ciezki to the rim. Shay Ciezki, 2 more. Vonleh gives it up. Walker rolling off a screen. Back inside to Eridette Vonleh. Good look to the corner. Andrews will let it go. He missed the 3. Meister's got the rebound for Indiana.
Really good by Vonleh to find that on the outside. A lot of times when she's got it on the inside, it stays sucked in, but she found an open one that time.
Ciezki just missed. They got down deep and missed it. Walker all the way down, up and good. There's some power from Jada Walker.
Foul trouble has been a key in this game all game long on not just Baylor's end, but now also Indiana's.
It was 17-2 Indiana in the first quarter. Baylor has nearly come all the way back. More McNeil fouled. It's all right, Lexi. It happens to us every once in a while. More McNeil, 10 points and 5 steals yesterday.
On offense, but defense too.
Andrews inside. Vonleh threw a couple. Foul.
Vonleh has done such a good job at sealing the defense on her backside. Every time you're able to feed Vonleh, as long as you can find a good angle for that entry pass, she's got the defense sealed.
Hey, remember how we said Aaronette Vonleh's brother is Noah, former Hoosier? He's here. That's the guy who is wearing his sister's jersey. Blood is thicker than water. He may be a former Hoosier, but today he's a Baylor Bear. I love that.
That's awesome.
Shout out to our crew as well for finding Noah in paradise. Decent little trip to watch your sister play. Ciezki on the drive, floater, good. Man, what a day for Shay.
Gosh, Ciezki's hard to guard.
On the other end, Walker, no. Back tap, swing. Andrews 3. Rebound on the floor. Little Paige Bugs. It is on Ciezki, by the way. That's her third. And also 5 team fouls in Indiana. Baylor shooting the rest of the way already in this third quarter.
Baylor, they'll have to be good at their free throws, especially in a close game like this. Already getting to the free throw line. Baylor's done an okay job throughout the season, 69%.
Warren McNeil fouled. Oh, that's not good news for Baylor.
A prolific scorer yesterday and throughout the entire season. That hand check right there, that's what got her. She did a good job at moving her feet, but she has to keep the hands off.
I wonder when we see Little Paige Bugs again. Certainly not again in this third quarter. What a foul call.
I remember I had to be in middle school when the hand check foul came in, and that about ruined my life. So I feel Little Paige Bugs' pain right now.
Got a break there. Missed shot for Indiana. Vonleh setting another screen. Rolling to the rim. Fouled. Your brother will like that drive to the rim. Decade as a pro, states, overseas, and now watching his sister.
Siblings playing sports together. I really feel like that's part of what makes you so competitive. Because no matter what, you're competitive with your siblings. Whether it's tying your shoes faster or playing sports, you want to beat them at everything. So to get that killer instinct with your siblings in the game you love, that's where it happens.
Their zone, threw it up and in, and got the foul call. She was slipping as she shot it, and it still went in.
Wow, Garezone's focus is incredible. Watch how Garezone, no balance, even a bobble fading away, but still gets those eyes locked on the rim.
Yesterday, Yarden Garzone on her 21st birthday, one of her best games as a Hoosier. 18 points, 10 rebounds. Today held to just the 5, but others have picked up the slack. And Indiana's lead back up to 4. Vonleh inside, spinning, and scoring off glass. She's starting to take over.
A guard can slip in there and poke it out.
That was the third foul, too, on Bella Fauntleroy. Striplin up to set a screen. More McNeil gives it up to Garzone. 3 short right before the break. Walker is now out of the game. Baylor's brought Yaya Felder back into the game. 2-woman game with Vonleh. Felder floats it up, no. Vonleh follow, no. Third shot, yes. Remember, Indiana led this game 17-2 in the first quarter. Baylor has come all the way back to tie it. Garzone, long 3. Followed her miss. Ciezki all alone. Shay Ciezki 3. Vonleh up to set the screen. Andrews jumper not there. 21 for Ciezki, the transfer from Penn State. Shay on the move again. Swings it out to more McNeil. Back inside, Striplin, up and good. Have both come up slow at times off the floor, but both come back into the game. Walker driving, kicking. One more pass, Fauntleroy. That 3, not there.
That off the ball movement can find something closer to the rim.
Zone on Vonleh. More McNeil to Bargeson. Inside, Striplin. Another bucket for Karoline.
Bargeson with a perfect feed down low to Striplin. Straight over the heads of the defense.
Illinois got more. McNeil in the air.
Reading your passes so well that they intercept them, but the turnovers they get really mad about are the unforced ones.
Oh, roll off out of nowhere. Striplin missed it. Somehow, neither of those shots fell in for the Hoosiers. And layup to set the screen. Walker stopped and fouled.
Out on the switch and played really nice on the ball pressure on Walker, but got called for the foul.
Lexi, we're seeing Little Paige Bugs on that bench. At which point do you think Baylor has to bring her back in? They want to try to win this thing.
At some point in the fourth quarter, maybe you let a couple minutes go by to save her for the end.
Baylor at the free throw line today is 9 of 18.
Not good.
Does the Indiana lead grow at the end of the quarter? Shay Ciezki just drew a foul. I guess it's something about Sunday afternoons. Ciezki at the free throw line and now with 22 points. Feels like, Lex, this is her breakout game as a Hoosier.
Yeah, Ciezki has fit right into this offense, this team basketball, quick passing offense. Shooters thrive off of that.
Still time for Baylor, late in the quarter clock. Bargesser will inbound for Indiana. Garzone with time on the clock. Yarden Garzone from half court. No, but Indiana's got a 6-point lead.
She can stay moving like a shooter does off the ball and find those open spaces. She'll continue to find success. Baylor, meanwhile, needs to play better defense, especially on Ciezki, and take better care of the basketball. No more unforced turnovers.
Right inside to Lily Meister. She got it, but wave it off. That is a travel. Andrews stopped by Ciezki. Yaya Felder looking for room. She got it. 3 off that time. Felder's been so good these first couple of games this weekend.
Dangerous by Bargesser to take a step off Felder. She's gotten got by that already in this game by Felder. Dodged a bullet that time.
More McNeil. One more pass to Meister.
Indiana had the right idea, trying to work it from the inside out, though.
Does Baylor have a counter? They'll dribble back into a corner 3. It's not there. Meister rebound.
Not the best shot for Andrews off her own dribble. She's better if she can spot up.
All the way to the rim and the finish. Shay Ciezki. Wow. A lot of players in foul trouble, including Little Paige Bugs. But she's back on the floor with 4 fouls. Baylor needs her down 10. Just under 8 minutes to go here. And some travel.
The ball down the second she catches it for a dribble, or stop first, get it in triple threat before turning the Jets back on to avoid that travel.
Meister rolling to the rim. Off a great pass from Garzone.
Meister, good off the ball movement. She struggled getting positioning down on the block, but when she's doing that duck and dive from the elbow, that's where she can get open and use some of her speed.
Felder, she's maybe been the story of the weekend so far for the Baylor Bears. Almost a triple-double yesterday. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. And today, now with 15 points.
I'm giving Felder 6th woman of the tournament.
You're going on record, Lexi? You're going to give it to her right now?
Awarded by Alexis Ayala. Have to remember to stay clean on defense, which is going to be hard. She's a really aggressive defender. She has 4 fouls right now.
Ciezki with 25 points. Ciezki got a step. Shay Ciezki! Count that thing in a foul! Little Paige Bugs out. Shay Ciezki with one heck of an afternoon in paradise.
Found a good shot off of that and did a nice job as a team, Indiana, wasting the clock off. Making it a game, but they've got to do a better job with their chemistry in the beginning of a game and at the end.
Arizona on the drive.
Gets to get some freebies.
By the way, that was the 5th foul on Sarah Andrews. She has fouled out off to the free throw line here. One more on the way. For the junior who just turned 21 yesterday. She's only scored 7 in this game, but you can still feel her impact out on the floor.
Yeah, Garzone does a lot of different things correctly for Indiana. And at the end of the day, Indiana plays team basketball. Oh, and Garzone lost the shoe.
No shoe on the right foot. Still trying to play D.
And they figure it out. The identity is team basketball. They don't need one player every game scoring 25 points per game. They need everyone chipping in and knowing their role. And they've been doing that lately.
Tight defense on Ciezki. Baylor got a steal. That is exactly what they need. Points for the Bears and Jennings. And now you wonder, Lexi, if and when Baylor fouls, they are not fouling right now. Lob inside, tipped and caught. Vargasser on the cut. Shot clock running down. Kick, Ciezki, 3. Baylor's got a shot. Gotta come up the floor quick.
Baylor can't waste any time here. Walker's got to get it and go.
Walker now going, throwing it up, and getting fouled.
I thought Baylor should have fouled on the last play.
Run into any problems on the inbound. They got timeouts to burn here. Walker got them both. Here comes the Baylor press. More McNeil looking around. Got to get it in. Striplin along the end line. Got it up ahead. Ciezki ahead of the pack. Blocked from behind by Walker. Again, Baylor not fouling in this situation. Garzone dribbling away. Baylor still just playing defense. Garzone, the shot fake and a travel.
Even though they're going to want the 3 to close in on this deficit, they've been best inside. They can get to the foul line.
Walker does get inside. Here's that kick outside you were calling for. Felder on the drive. Blocking foul. It's the 4th foul on Karoline Striplin. You know, no matter how this game ends, Yaya Felder has been the story of the weekend for the Baylor Bears.
Felder has done a really good job inserting herself into this Baylor offense and fitting in perfectly.
Free throw missed, but Baylor got it.
When you're the defensive team, you have the numbers.
The unfortunate fact is, if her team made some free throws here, they'd be in better shape. They have missed 10 free throws in this game.
Indiana can do a good job at playing keep away basketball because they've made crisp passes throughout this game, sharing the ball.
Zone, got to get it in. Got it into Vargasser. This woman at the line, Lexis Vargasser, a huge addition to Indiana this weekend. Big player off the bench for them last year. She's missed some time with injury this year, but back in the rotation this weekend, and you have seen her impact offensively and defensively for the Hoosiers. Split the pair at the line. Baylor got to go. Down by 7. Walker up the floor all the way to the rim. Indiana gives up the 2. And a quick foul for Baylor. Baylor 16 of 26 at the line. Indiana's only missed 4 free throws.
Indiana's done a really nice job from the free throw line. Over 80%. Their focus has been there. But they're always a good free throw shooting team. 84% on the season.
30-point game for Shay Ciezki. 2 huge free throws at the line. Walker drive kick. Baylor's got to shoot 3s. They got a corner 3 with Felder.
Baylor really quick to foul that time to send Indiana into this free throw shootout game.
Ciezki has been ice cold at the line. 3 for 3 on the last couple of trips. 32 points for Shay Ciezki. Vonleh in the corner. Felder from that same corner. She was out of bounds.
Every time that Ciezki has gotten it at the line, she's capitalized. She's one of the best free throw shooters on this team at 86% on the season.
Had missed 1 all year coming into the weekend. Shay Ciezki with a game she'll remember for a long, long time. 34 points. Indiana comes to Paradise and gets a statement win. They knock off the Baylor Bears, and the Indiana Hoosiers will play for a championship tomorrow.
Wow, Indiana showed such team basketball.